Member from Borden Kincora.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We are facing a serious crisis when it comes to land and transparency on PEI. Residents are angry and they're directing it towards the wrong level of government. Residents of Three Rivers Municipality have voiced concerns about land for years, and the provincial government, who are ultimately responsible for land purchases on PEI, have sat silent while accusations and emotions run wild. This government is well aware that land is their responsibility. They're happy to call out the threats towards municipal councillors, but I don't see them taking any accountability. Instead of serving up platitudes like, "This isn't who we are," why isn't the minister responsible for land telling residents the truth? He and his caucus are responsible for land and responsible for this mess, not Three Rivers Council. The unwillingness of this government to address a growing concern from islanders has led us here. Instead of transparency, the Minister of Land chooses to hide. He doesn't want islanders to know when he and his cabinet colleagues go against IRAC land recommendations. Just last week, he was offered a real solution, one that would have allowed him to prove that he and his cabinet follow the recommendations made by IRAC. But this government would rather play politics and protect themselves. The land motion I put forward that is currently under debate could also help this increasingly dire situation. It calls for the legislature to establish a special committee on land where we could have a fulsome discussion regarding the Lands Protection Act and its effectiveness. We as legislators need to review the rules that govern land transactions, including the Lands Protection Act. I was sorely disappointed that during the initial debate on my motion, the Minister of Land chose to use his time to talk about himself and throw personal insults instead of using the opportunity to help his constituents and his community during this very divisive time. It's time for this provincial government to step up and take accountability for land matters which are directly within its responsibility.